Casting Director of Mrs. India Beauty Queen.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Hello and welcome to Mrs. India. This is Bir Kaur Dhillon, your pageant coach. I'm also the creator and producer of Mrs. India Beauty Queen, a national event for married women. Mrs. India Beauty Queen, or MIBQ, was established in 2014. As of today, we have completed 6 seasons of this national pageant. Our channel, Mrs. India, has everything to do with Mrs. India Beauty Pageant. On this channel, we want to get you pageant ready to walk the walk and talk the talk before you hit that stage. I am ready to start the video. I got my hot cup of coffee. So ladies, why don't you grab yourself a cup of coffee, a tea, and let's get started. Today, we are going to talk about the registration process. So since you guys are here watching this video, I am very confident that you have plans to register for Mrs. India. How to register for Mrs. India? Very important that you take the first step. The moment you register, there is no turning back. So a lot of you are shy of registration because you know the moment you register and you've paid the registration fee, there is no looking back. Then you have to go ahead. There is no turning back. It could be overwhelming, but it is not as scary as it seems. A lot of the fears and apprehensions that you have are because of not having the correct information or not having enough information. So this video is dedicated to clearing all those doubts that you have regarding the registration. Registration for any Mrs. India pageant has to be done online. So ladies, before you make up your mind which pageant you want to choose, please do your research, pick the pageant that you feel will benefit you the most, suits you the most. The registration process is pretty universal. Almost every pageant has the same norms and conditions depending upon which division you are registering. Let's talk about Mrs. India registration. Before you set to register, get all your information, your documents, your photos, everything that you need to register ready. 5 important things that you need to consider before registration are the pageant system that you're going to select to participate. Number 2, your timeline and budget. Number 3, your resume. Number 4, your platform. And number 5, the most important, your image. Let's talk about your pageant system. The first step to registration, the first step when you sit down to register is your pageant system. You want to make sure you're selecting the pageant that is going to fulfill all your expectations and you are not disappointed. Do a research on the past events of the company that you decide to register. Search the past winners. From the winners, you can get a good idea about the pageant. Some systems have very tall and model looking winners. Others have more average looking winners. Decide which pageant you would feel more comfortable competing. Some do not have swimsuit rounds and some have swimsuit rounds. Others have it optional. Well, at Mrs. India Beauty Queen, it is optional, but we will discuss in length in another video. So guys, once you have selected the pageant system, you move on to the second step. The second step you need to consider is your budget and timeline. Talking about budget, please make sure you can afford the pageant. Pageants are expensive. Budget is very crucial. It is going to decide what kind of experience you are going to have. Wardrobes are expensive. Winners are expected to wear beautiful, lavish, expensive gowns. If your finale gown is cheap and inexpensive and not fitting well, you are setting yourself up for failure from the start. Pageants are expensive. If somebody says, pageants do not cost money, they are lying. Sometimes you need more time so you can put your resources together. But please be aware that Mrs. Pageants are not free and they are expensive. All Mrs. Pageants have fees. They have registration fee. They have participation fee. The registration fee can range anywhere from 2,000 to 3,000 rupees. Maybe some pageants are not charging the registration fee, but they will have a participation fee. If a pageant is happening in a 5-star hotel and they are giving you the best of best, be ready to spend more than 1 lakh rupees. Make a rough estimate of how much your pageant is going to cost. A very effective method to decrease your budget is to get individual sponsors. Well, we are going to do a video on how to get sponsors in the future. Some of the expenses that come to my mind are your fees, your wardrobe, your travel expense, your training expense, as well as your self-care expense. So make a rough estimate of what you need and get started. Find out ways how you are going to pay for your pageant. We will discuss budget in detail in one of our future videos. Timeline is really important because you don't want to start last minute and then you run out of time, you are not prepared, and you are very disappointed with the results. Pageants are a lot of hard work. You have to invest time, energy, money. Some contestants have been preparing for the pageant for months, even years. So ask yourself, how much time would you need? Do you have any pageant experience from before? Well, if you are a first timer, it is really important you give yourself time. The minimum amount of time you need is 6 months and up to 1 year. The third number is your resume. Most of the application forms are going to ask you very basic information. Your name, your address, your contact number, your family members, how many kids you have, how long you have been married, what are your educational qualifications. So it's pretty simple. Make sure you answer to the point and avoid making mistakes in your registration form. Next, very important information that you need to put in your registration form is your platform. A lot of the beauty pageants will have a section in your application form where you can mention about your platform. Now, all beauty pageants are looking for contestants that are kind and compassionate, who believe in giving back to the society. So make sure you have a cause that is close to your heart and you can mention about your cause in your registration form. The last and the most important part of your registration process is your image. Your image are your photos and your social image. When we talk about photos, most of the pageants need 3 photos: your headshot, your mid shot, and your full length. Try to send them the best photos that you can. Most of the pageants will give you a second chance right before the pageant starts to send more professional photos for the Mrs. Photogenic round. Don't delay your registration form because you don't have professional photos, but make sure you have good photos. Later on during the process, you will be asked to send your professional photos. These photos are required for the Mrs. Photogenic round. 99% of the contestants do not have professionally clicked photos or professional photo shoots done. So don't let this stop you from filling out the application form. Having said that, you still need to send good professional looking photos of yourself. Please avoid sending selfies and group photos where you are in a marriage or having personal family members with you. Please avoid sending those photos. It does not look very professional. End of the day, you are applying for a job. End of the day, you need to be professional because you are sending a job application. And the job of being the title holder and a brand ambassador for that beauty pageant. Second part, your image is social media. Well, in today's world, social media tells a lot about you. You can find a lot about a person from the social media handles. What they are posting, how they are posting, what is important to them, how frequently they are posting. Well, all these things are a lot of interest to the judges. So make sure you make yourself look good on your social media. Work towards creating a professional image because this is your personal brand. This is what you are showing the world. This is an impression you are creating about yourself. So better make it a good one. Most of the registration forms are going to ask you to mention 2 or more social media links. Before you fill your form, it's good to do a social media cleanse. Married women, we get so busy with our kids and family, it's possible that some of you are not accustomed to the different social media handles. So get working, Before I end this video, I want to add some of the don'ts of registration. There have been times where contestants have given their husband's email, they have given their neighbor's contact number because they don't want the family to know that they are applying for Mrs. India. Well, contestants, please avoid doing this. It really does not make a good impression of you when we are calling and your neighbor is picking up the phone or your mother-in-law is picking up the phone, and then the whole drama follows. So when you give this kind of information, it really makes a bad impression. So these are some of the don'ts when you are registering. Please make yourself a personal email. Put your personal phone number. Send your appropriate time when you are available for your interviews. Please try to be as professional as you can. It really adds to your portfolio. Hopefully, we were successful in clearing some of your doubts and answered some of your questions. Please send me feedback and let me know if there are any questions that you need the answers to. Well, if you enjoyed watching our content, please give us a thumbs up. Drop us a line in the comment section and let us know what kind of content you want us to create. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe, and bye now. You will have to take the first step. So let's get started. Register today at www.mrsindia.in. So we will see you at our next Mrs. India Beauty Queen pageant, Season 7, coming soon.